Hello. Welcome to Sassy Sun and Bell. If you're new here, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Also, please subscribe. Help a girl out. I wasn't planning on doing an episode before the next episode. But I keep scrolling through TikTok and I keep thinking, okay, I've got to do the reason. I got to do an episode on these topics. I've got to, especially before Saturday. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope all is well. I hope you're enjoying all that turkey, and I hope you're being safe. And I hope you're also remembering that it is a holiday. So let's not do anything stupid that's gonna land ourselves in jail. Okay? Let's not. Um, but here's the thing. So you're probably wondering why I titled it "The Eagles men have no business being that good looking." Well, let's be honest. The Eagles is my favorite NFL team, and their men, they have no business being that good looking to anybody. But guess what? They are, and I'm here for it. But before I dive in that, why don't I show you guys some TikTok finds that I found that were amazing.
Mom hot take. If you have to use an emoji to cover your child's private parts, the picture probably shouldn't be on the internet.
Okay, I love this. I am not a mom. I am an aunt. However, I am a firm believer that if you have to use a filter to cover it up, then you shouldn't be wearing it. And especially with children, for crying out loud. And let's not post it, shall we? Because that just sends the wrong kind of image. And can we just keep children on social media in general? I'm a firm believer that um, social media, children in social media is not a good call to have. I stand by that statement. I really do. But I also believe that you have the right to wear whatever you want as an adult. As an adult. But children, let's teach them to cover. Our children look up. Our children, our nieces, our nephews, they look up to us. Okay. And here's the thing. Let's keep them as innocent as possible. Let's not have to address them as something inappropriately. Um, that's just come. And I'm gonna repeat that. So that may cause a lot of hate, but I'm just being honest with y'all on that one.
I'm not sure it has more timeless relevance than that nuclear tragedy. Also,
Okay, the fact that she got her cat to do that, hands down, 10 out of 10. Would it be something I would do if I had a cat? Yes. Would it be amazing to see? Yes. Now, do I want a cat? Eventually. And I love cats, honestly. I also love dogs. I'm a huge animal lover in general. Um, I still want a pet monkey for crying out loud. Also want a pet pig, but that's a different episode. But oh my gosh, like imagine your husband like, "Oh honey, will you go turn the light off?" She's like, "Nah, I have it covered." So you take your laser out and you just go turn the light off. You just get the cat to turn the light off. Because cats cannot resist that red light for some reason. But also, here's another TikTok find real quick.
Whoa, whoa, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days.
Okay, I love, love, love dogs that look like grandpas. Those are my favorite dogs. And I think they're so cute. And they really are adorable. Um Now, that leads to an excellent segue into what we're going to be talking about. The grandpa dogs. Who doesn't want a grandpa dog? Yes, I know they have actual name. Do I really care? Not really. Here's the thing. It's a grandpa dog. Like, he looks old for a reason and everything. And I know traditionally he's been used for hunting and stuff, but come on now. Here are some TikToks that prove why grandpa dogs are the best.
Your female dog looks like an old human man.
You look exactly like Tess on this video. You even have the same orange collar and the same old man for some.
So my dog is an old man, I think. I think I accidentally adopted an old man. And so I guess if your dog is also an old man, I'd like to see him or her. Does this happen a lot? Do people accidentally adopt old people by accident? I mean, he's fine with eating dog food. He just likes to stare out the window, which is, again, that's something old people do. I should have.
Look, I'm just saying, look at him. How can you not love the grandpa dogs? They're just so hilarious. And they're so cute without even trying to be cute. And I love that. Like, it's just one of those things where you can't go wrong. You really can't. Um, but with that being said, I thought I'd go into segue. That's a great segue into our next topic. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and give you fair warning. The rest of this episode is really football centric. So if that's not something you're into, I completely understand. I'll catch you on the next episode where there will be more football topics. Okay. But anyway, here's the thing. I'm from Alabama. So from birth, we choose our football teams, Alabama or Auburn. I chose Auburn, and I love my Tigers. We're Eagle. Do I support their coaching decisions half the time? No. Am I glad we got rid of Hugh Freeze? Yes. Am I using we like I'm a part of that team? Yes. I'm a Sidewalk alumni, and I'm so proud to be a Sidewalk alumni. Um, Auburn, it was my dream school when I was growing up, and honestly, it still is in many ways. They have a great justice of law program from what I heard, and everything. But here's the thing. I've been to Auburn. I've been to Jordan Hare. It was during the day and stuff when I was doing a college tour. And it was so amazing. I didn't get to go into Jordan Hare, but sorry guys, I did not fall asleep till like 3 or 4 o'clock this morning, so I am only like 5, 6 hours of sleep at the time of this recording. But I love being an Auburn fan. This year, the Iron Bowl is at night at Jordan Hare Stadium. And it's also reasons to say it is also not to say that it doesn't come without its struggles. And let me show you what being an Auburn fan is like, okay, guys?
Worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough.
I am paying $46,000 a year, and we are god awful at football.
Hey, you know what state we live in?
What?
Alabama.
Don't like it. Don't like it.
Why don't you?
Trash. Trash. The elf is trash.
Why don't you like Alabama?
Cause y'all in the garbage. We want all the tigers. Yes, we do.
You got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay.
Okay. Look, I said it at the beginning of this episode, and I'll say it again. Being an Auburn fan is not for the weak. You have to be loyally devoted to being an Auburn fan. And I will tell you that. Anyone can tell you that. And we choose our rivalry at a very young age. So, for those who love football, we get it. If you get it, you get it. Honestly, and here's the thing. Well, while there is being an Auburn fan, it's like here's the reasons to show you why you should love Auburn football. For crying out loud.
And tonight, I submit to you that there's some family that drove from I don't know where, parked 5 miles out away from this stadium, and they saved all freaking year long just to buy a ticket to climb to the top of that stadium and watch your tail play. You owe them something.
Take one. 39. Take 9. There's 7.
You let me know when you're about to do
8,
pyro,
full
so
8.
we'll go to
8,
black.
stay wide, okay? Take
4.
8.
All right, this is to black. Ready? 2, 1, go black. Stand by video. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
After hours, and I get this way. My head that's in my bed. You know I'm popping tag.
So I have never actually been to an Auburn football game. I would love to. I've only been to one ever major football game, and that was at MTSU. And kind of free, if I'm being honest, because I was a student at the time. So, yeah, but I would love to go to a SEC tailgate and football game just once. I want to do swag surf at least once. So many things I want to do. And I'm hoping my future boyfriend, my future husband, I will compromise. Look, if he supports a rival team, I will compromise. Like I will go to the games with you, but I will not be wearing that shade their color, especially if it's Tennessee. I'll support Tennessee all day, but I will not wear that shade of orange. I stand by that statement. No offense, Tennessee. It's just that's my shade of orange is completely different than your shade of orange. Me and my coworker Allison have a orange pack, we call it, where if she's supporting Tennessee Auburn this weekend, I'll support Tennessee this weekend. It's rivalry week. You need as much allies as you can get, okay? Don't judge. But yeah. But I love the Iron Bowl, and that leads us to a great but that also leads us to a great segue into this next topic. Um, there's a debate going on online right now about the Iron Bowl versus the game. Here's the game. The Iron Bowl is better. I will die on that hill. And that might be because I am an Alabama native. And that might be because I've grew up watching the Iron Bowl. However, with that being said, Michigan, you better beat Ohio State. I don't want them to win. I don't. You hear me, Michigan? You better beat them this weekend. Ohio State is cocky, annoying, and they need to be knocked down from their number one spot. And I don't want to see them be in a new national. I don't want to see them be in a championship game 2 years in a row. So Michigan, let's get that ball rolling so we can get them going, so we can get them losing. Let's get it together. But the Iron Bowl, here's the thing: it's at Jordan Hare at night. We all know what happens at night at Jordan Hare. It's a different vibe from what I've been told, and I believe it from watching the games on TV. I really do. And also, while we're on the topic, real quick, here is okay. So I want to show you a really quick TikTok on planning what planning of a wedding or any type of party looks like in the South during football season. So let's be honest. If you're gonna plan something during the South, you better be smart. You better have that game going because I will be watching that game from the sideline. I do not care, and I'll tell you that up front.
Okay, I fall off in the club with a pocket full of bands. Big stupid breasts like a rat up in some rain.
Okay, any true Southerner will tell you, oh, we can't do it. We can't plan this during this or that. If we do plan it, it has to be a bye week or a game where there's always going to be a cupcake game. You, as a non-football fan, may not get that, but if you're from the South, you know that's an unspoken golden rule that you have to follow. You never plan an event during the South if you do in the South during football season if you do not want people watching football. Point blank. Because there are some people, me included, and I said it before and I'll say it again, I will watch football with you. I will be there at your event, but I will also be watching a football game. There's no choosing loyalties, choosing sides. I'm being straightforward with you. A few weeks ago, I went to a friend's cancer relief party, friends and coworkers' cancer relief party. And I told her point blank, and she was okay with it because she knew she was like, I told her, I was like, just a heads up, that is the Alabama Tennessee game, and I'm gonna plan on watching that game as well. But I'm going for you, and that's it. But I'll also be there, and I just wanted to give you a heads up. And she was like, I figured you would come. I knew you were gonna come, and that's okay. There's gonna be a lot more people there who is also gonna be watching the Tennessee Alabama game. So, yeah. Um, it's just I love football, and in the South, I plan on watching football on Saturdays. I don't know what I'm gonna do when football season comes to an end. I really don't. But let's talk about the Oregon Duck. Let's move on to the Oregon Duck. Look, I love the Oregon Duck. I think he's the best the best mascot in college football history. Blue is the best mascot in the NFL, which I'll get to him in a moment. But yeah, here are some reasons I think I should show you why the Oregon Duck is awesome.
Gronowski had a good week of practice, and he's going to be a game-time decision against Wisconsin today. And then local to this game, of interest to my friend the Duck here, D'Angelo Pons, Indiana's All-American. He's traveled, he's back, he's ready to roll today for the Hoosiers.
Way to battle, Pete. And the great battle in the back. The Harrys took down the Duck, I think, there for a second. I think.
ba doo ba doo ba doo ba doo ba doo ba doo doo ba doo boo.
Make up your mind, 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 mind. Please don't waste my time, 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 time. I'm not trying to rewind.
I had a breakdown at the gym today.
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account. Yeah, in my bank account. Yeah, in my bank account.
Okay. I'm just saying, the Oregon Duck. I am not an Oregon Duck fan. I am, however, an Oregon Duck lover. Let me phrase that. I'm not an Oregon Ducks fan. I'm gonna clarify that. But I love the Duck. He's a true menace to society, if I'm having to be honest with y'all. And I love it. He just really makes my day. But I want to move on to.
And here comes number 13, Mr. All coming from the three-point line right now. Oh shit, that nigga's all fucking nigga. It's sucking out his neck. He gon' beat that fucking We gon' kick your toe. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You hit that.
During the 2015 Pro Bowl, Blue demolished the Patriots mascot during the Musical Chairs World Championship. Upon his return, Blue was sent to sensitivity training, and tonight he will publicly apologize for his actions. Please welcome from the New England Patriots, Pat Patriot. Blue, do you have something to say?
Too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
Look at him, look at him, look at him. Dead. Good, dub. Hey, hey!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah.
Look, I said it before and I'll say it again. The Blue is a menace to society. I'm loving it. And I really want to know, like, what is the audition process like for whenever they're like, okay, so we really want you to be Blue. However, we also want to know how crazy can you get without having to be arrested and going to jail. I wonder if that's a requirement for both Blue and the Oregon Duck because that is hilarious. Like I don't know how they find these people, but I wonder if like a sense of humor is what they look forward to as well because it is so funny and amazing. But since we're on the topic of NFL, why don't we segue into my favorite football team called NFL football team, the Eagles. And the reason I'm naming this episode this, and I'm going to show you some videos that should prove to you I'm not insane. And I'm probably just, and I'm not jumping on the bandwagon here. I just want to point that out. I just really want to know why these men are so good looking. They have no business being this good looking.
backstory stuff.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Name something that is sexier when it's in black.
That boy Reed Blankenship, he pretty much has had everything against him. Undrafted free agent out of Middle Tennessee in 2022, signed with the Eagles. Nobody knew who this kid was. I fucking didn't. He had a good preseason, earned a roster spot, then earned a starting spot, and not every year, every month, Reed Blankenship has gradually progressed. Sorry, that's a tongue twister for Dalton. A lot of big words, not a scientific guy. Gradually progressed. There you go. See? But Reed is taking a noticeable step every month in his career to where we're actually like, okay, there's tangibles here. If you look at this season, I think it's fair to say you got to give Reed his flowers. He is everything that an all-pro safety should be. As always, God bless. Go Birds.
They say I'm crazy. I really don't care. That's my prerogative. They say I'm nasty, but I don't give a damn. Getting girls is how I live. Some ask me questions. Why am I so real? And when I walk in, all that I'm on is you say, Daddy's home.
Don't you want some white cornerback? Where they at?
Cooper DeJean is not a safety. He's just a corner who'll lock down your number one. DeJean is CB1.
Did I really say anything on why did you? Should I really say anything on that one? They make a grown woman blush. Me, one of them in particular. I'm just saying, those Eagles men are way too good looking. I'm very jealous of whoever their partners are right now. I say partners because some of them might not be married. And here's the thing. Jalen Hurts, I was never an Alabama fan to begin. Never an Alabama fan. I never will be an Alabama fan. But I am a Jalen Hurts fan. He's a really good quarterback. Also, he gives off Derek Morgan energy for crying out loud. Cooper DeJean, hello, look at him. He also has a TikTok with Reed Blankenship, and I saw what he was going to be a girl dad, and congratulations, Reed, amazing. You're gonna make an amazing girl dad. Trust me on that one. We just remember, as girls, we're kind of built differently than guys. Let's just clarify that. We we also know how to take care of ourselves. We'll put it that way. But thank you guys for staying tuned and watching and stuff. I hope y'all have an amazing Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great turkey. And I hope you get a great nap in. You can join me. Come back tomorrow. Come back on with me on Sunday, as we will be doing our Now We May Celebrate Christmas, where you will see my my reaction to the Hour Bowl and the SEC Championship predictions. Y'all have a great day and and a happy Thanksgiving. Almost said that. Merry Christmas. I can't do that just yet, but y'all have a great day.